Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Control Godmode, and I have three members of Control with me. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Hey guys, Control Razor.
What's up, guys? It's Stott here. I'm joking, it's Edge. Hi.
Hey guys, it's Control Cool.
And today, it was announced that the new installment of Gears of War will be coming out, and we wanted to kind of just discuss it, kind of give some theories and stuff like that. So, where do you guys want to start?
We should probably take in turns.
That's probably a good
Yeah.
idea.
Well, let's talk about what we think the cover is, because what the cover displays is the article itself is just all it is like a teaser of the Game Informer issue, the cover art, and what it is it's just a shadowy figure being escorted either to or from jail by two Onyx guards. Now, what do you think? Who do you think the character is? What do you think is happening? That info.
I made a video about it. What I basically think it is Gears of War 1 begins, okay, with Marcus in a cell. That's the opening scene, right? So I think that picture is Marcus without his bandana on, being escorted away by Onyx guards, right? Because the Onyx guards are Prescott's right-hand men, and it's the Onyx guards that have him. So it might be, it's one of two or three things. It could either be, it's just before E-Day. Okay, so no, it's at E-Day, it's literally E-Day, where Prescott has ordered for Marcus to be arrested because he abandoned his duty to try and rescue his dad. Or it's like in the Pendulum Wars. That could be it. That could be like humans versus humans, which I don't think it is, because you can see Nemesis in the background, which is a big flying locust. And yeah, that's basically it. I think it's Marcus being arrested because Prescott told him to.
Does everyone think that it's Marcus? Because I had just kind of like throwing some like theories out there that maybe it's not Marcus. Maybe it's a whole different storyline, a character that we've never seen before. Mm-hmm. What you said, cool, makes a lot of sense, and I'd have to agree with you.
I'd have to say that's pretty much exactly what I said in my thoughts. The video I put out, it's exactly what I thought.
Why have you all already done
when
videos
I saw the handcuffs on, I was like, I immediately thought of when Marcus was explaining his trial from the first game of when he went AWOL on the army to go help his father and all that. That's definitely what I thought of. So it's obviously what they're trying to put into people's heads. Well, dedicated Gears fans anyway, that would notice that kind of thing, because me and Jake both came into both of our heads.
Yeah, I kind of hoped that the game would be like back in like the Pendulum Wars, so it was just kind of like, no, not the Cog and Locust, but like the Cog and then the other guys. But looking at the picture, you can see Reeves in the background, so you know there's Locust in it. And to be honest, if you really have a good look at the picture, it looks like he has a do-rag on to me. I don't know about you guys, but if you look above his ears, it looks like he's got something on his head. So I'll probably agree with you. I think it's Marcus, and I think it's just as he got arrested.
I'm a genius.
Yeah.
Some other things that people suggested was that it could be Prescott.
No, it's Marcus.
No.
Getting fucked after he kind of ditched in Gears of War 3. He kind of
the
dipped
Locust
out.
died at the end of Gears of War 3, though. Like, you
Prescott
could see
bit the dust.
all the Locusts die. And Prescott died in Gears of War 3, didn't he?
Yeah, he got fucking
Yeah,
annihilated.
I think he means like when Prescott
Alright.
like vanished, didn't he? He went to what's that place called? Azura? Was it Azura? The big
Maybe.
island? Yeah. But
Maybe I
don't
just
know.
got the timeline wrong. But
But it looks
But
like
yeah.
it looks like he has a do-rag on to me.
But anyways, in terms of the game, anyways, being announced right now, every year is when Gears is usually announced. Is it usually come out the same year?
He comes out the same year or the year after, which I think is a fucking terrible idea.
No, but what I think is, if it's going to be released this year, I think it's going to be something like Halo ODST, where it just shows a prequel story and it's not going to have multiplayer. I
Or
think
even
it's
a
just
side
going to be a
story.
story or something. Yeah, something like that. A side story, like a completely different kind of story in the same universe. You know, something like that.
That would be really disappointing.
I was gonna say, to be completely
Disappointing, but it
honest,
could be a stepping stone to the next Gears game, because I always thought that the next Gears game would come out on the next gen consoles.
well, here's what
That's
I'm
what I
thinking is gonna happen is that like Halo 4 was announced last year at E3 and it's not coming out till this year in the fall. So what could be happening is just them just teasing us a little bit with this Gears of War announcement at this year's E3, and we won't even see much of anything until next year's E3.
Well, I'm after just getting a tweet from Video Fletcher right now, and he said that it's a new studio that was working on it. It's not Epic.
That is a terrible idea.
Is that 100% confirmed? Because I've seen tweets like that, but it was just rumors.
Unless it's from Epic employees, you shouldn't trust it.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about that, but it's possible. Like, I honestly don't see Epic handing over Gears of War to another.
Yeah,
developer.
it's such a complicated game, and it's so different that if you give it's not like a first-person shooter where if you're given it,
Call of Duty.
you can kind of just model it after the previous games, or you can model it after a similar shooter. So like if somebody was to give Homefront to another studio, if they made it more like Call of Duty, it'd be better. Whereas Gears of War is so different from any other game that any other studio apart from Epic would have zero idea what they're doing.
Well, plus the
And
fact
they
that the
fuck it up.
game is like developed on the Unreal Engine, which is like designed by Epic anyway. So
Yeah, so
you know
nobody
the
can
best
do
people
Gears
from
of
the
War better
job.
than Epic.
Exactly.
Nobody knows the engine better than them.
Do
Yeah,
you
well-
guys think that this will be done on the Unreal Engine 4 or the Unreal Engine 3?
Well, they said in the article that they're also giving information in the Game Informer that all this information is going to be released. That they have an article on Epic's Unreal Engine 4, so I'd have to assume that they go hand in hand.
Yeah,
this
well,
just kind of popped into my mind right there, though. Sorry, Edge. But I remember when they showcased the Unreal Engine 3 that they had to show off the physics and stuff. They had like
a big
Gears
square
of
ball of
War
meat.
and a big square ball of meat and all that. So I think what they probably thought was, well, we're showing off Unreal Engine 4 right now, so we may as well show off the bit of the next Gears game while we're here.
Yeah, I imagine if it does turn out to be like Halo 4, where the game comes out like a year after it's announced, like at E3, I imagine it will come out on Unreal Engine 4 because they'll want to use the best technology, and we know that it's pretty much. I think it's finished now. Is the fourth engine finished now, or is it just like been announced?
No, it's finished.
Or is it
It's done.
completely finished? Right, it'll probably come out on Unreal Engine 4 then.
When engines are announced, they're usually quite old.
Yeah.
I don't really
Well,
have much experience with engines personally, but there you go.
So do we think that it's going to be Gears of War 4, a prequel to Gears of War 1, or do we think it's going to branch off and be like a different Gears of War series in its own right?
It's definitely not Gears 4, for sure. I'd put money on it that it's not Gears 4.
I highly doubt it's after Gears of War 3. Things the Locusts are dead, the Lambent are dead, Prescott's dead.
Yeah, it
Well,
doesn't
when
seem
I
like there's a whole lot you could do with the game after
When-
like having such a conclusive ending.
When I say
Yeah, it's-
Gears of War 4, what I mean is like another game in this series, like even if it's a prequel, even if it's like Gears of War 4, The Pendulum Wars, or something like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be like a tangent story or something based on Marcus's past.
So like a kind of like a Halo ODST thing, like just a campaign kind of thing.
Yep.
Which
That's really lame.
well,
I
to be honest
really-
though, Gears of War 3's only been out, a small amount of time compared to the two games, so I doubt they'd like design a completely new game and have multiplayer and stuff just to swap people over straight away like so soon in. So it
Another
really
theory
wouldn't
that I
surprise
thought of-
me.
Sorry again, Edge. Was everyone knows about Halo Combat Evolved? They kind of re-released the Halo Reach multiplayer. I think that might be something else they might do. They might put the Gears of War 3 multiplayer on this disc, and that's only if this Gears of War comes out this November or something like that, like this year. So that could be another thing they do.
In the article, it says, also waiting for you on Monday is a teaser trailer jammed with sneak peeks of our month of online Gears of War coverage. What do you think that would be if you're saying there's not going to be multiplayer?
I'm not sure what that exactly means, though. I don't know if they're talking about Gears 3 to just, give a
They're
review of it or
not
something
bringing
like
out
that.
any more DLC for Gears of War 3. They've said that. So if they're talking about online, they cannot be talking about Gears of War 3.
Cliff Brzezinski, this came out of his mouth. He said there will be no more Gears of War games.
Yeah,
pretty
I
much.
remember
He pretty
seeing
much
that.
said that. But look, here's another Gears game. I'd say there probably is going to be some more Gears 3 DLC. I hope there is anyway.
Do we think that this could be DLC?
They wouldn't like release a hype picture or anything. They wouldn't release a hype picture and have an entire magazine article for DLC because they've had plenty of DLC and they just told us like they're not going to get us all hyped up. Be like, oh, another game, and they'd be like, oh, by the way, it's a map pack. Like the
Yeah, I don't think they're
Yeah.
gonna hype DLC for sure, man. Like I don't think I've ever seen like an E3 showcase about DLC, and it like that trended on Twitter. That New Year's War thing that trended on Twitter for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. I had a few comments in my video that I posted that it could be announcing new DLC, and you guys pretty much hit the nail on the head. I don't think that there would be so much going into DLC. So, does anyone else have anything they want to add to this, or do we pretty much cover everything? We think it's going to be what a prequel.
A prequel or a tangent story in the same universe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the two options, and like it's not going to be DLC. That's crazy.
Like I doubt it's gonna show
It's not gonna be
Marcus
PS4.
having babies with Anya after they're holding hands on the beach.
Yeah,
or
it's
something
not.
like
It's
that,
not
you know
going
what I
to
mean?
be. It's not going to be after Gears 3, and it won't be. Yeah, it's just not going to be DLC, and it's not going to be after Gears 3 because there's nothing they can really do after Gears 3.
I think it fairly conclusively shows that it can't be like a massive prequel like right back before Emergence Day simply because of the big reefs in the background. So I think I think it was your idea, wasn't it? Cool. That I think that's the nail on the head. I think it's just going to be about a little side story
Everything
maybe.
leading up to the situation on like that picture could literally be E-Day.
Yeah.
I said that in my video. I said it could either
Yeah.
be before E-Day, or that could be literally a picture of E-Day of Marcus being sent away while shit's coming out of the ground.
I haven't watched your video yet. That's kind of funny.
All right, then. Well, we will have more information and hopefully a longer video. Maybe even we could call it a podcast on Monday for you guys when all this information is going to be revealed to us. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will talk to you guys later.
Bye bye.
Bye
Yeah.
guys.